got a tape rolling, so if you wouldn't mind giving me your full name and title, Ben, go ahead.
My name is Ben Slater. I'm a detective with the Missoula Police Department. I'm also the Crisis Intervention Team Coordinator for law enforcement for the Missoula region.
And you guys are going through some training. Tell me what's going on and where it's happening.
We are going through a refresher training for officers who have attended the Crisis Intervention Team Basic Academy. In Missoula, our most recent course was held in 2011, and so this allows us an opportunity to refresh with our officers what our local resources are within our community, as well as our resource partners.
So now, when you talk about crisis intervention training, if you would just quickly describe what exactly that means.
So Crisis Intervention Team is a concept that was created in Memphis, Tennessee in the 80s, and it's a community partnership between law enforcement and other emergency responders, as well as mental health and community partners, and it is created to address issues with individuals who are exhibiting a mental health crisis.
Okay. And obviously there are techniques that you learn to be able to diffuse situations so that people don't get hurt, right?
This is correct. This group is learning advanced de-escalation techniques and stages of escalating crisis as part of their refresher training. In our 40-hour basic course, we instruct the basic de-escalation techniques.
And could you describe some of those for us real quickly?
Sure. For one of our basic de-escalation techniques is to introduce ourselves as an officer or as a mental health professional, and then be able to identify the crisis or what we see with the individual in front of us. For example, Peter, you sound very excited to be chatting with me today, and then stop and listen and be able to have that individual in crisis identify for us the emotions or the crises that they are currently feeling.
So basically it sounds like these are folks that definitely want to be heard and want to be listened to, right?
Our experience when we have an opportunity to talk to someone who is stabilized is that they speak best about the officers and other emergency responders who have taken the time to listen to their crisis instead of trying to interject their own agenda for what needs to happen.
So what is the successful end of a situation in a crisis like that?
As law enforcement, our successful end is always to have everyone walk away from a situation safely. When we look to de-escalate a crisis, we do want to help take that individual out of their crisis state. And the next part of CIT is being able to assist them to one of our local resources, whether that's to one of our partners like Western Montana Mental Health, whether it's to another community resource like the Barbarella Center or the food bank or what have you. Missoula is a very rich environment with lots of resources available to the community, and oftentimes as officers, we're in a great place to be able to help point them in the right direction.